Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Kim. Today is Wednesday, March 30th, 2022. And we begin with the U.S. and Russia putting their earthly differences aside long enough to bring crew members safely home from the International Space Station. This morning, a Soyuz capsule carrying American astronaut Mark Vande Hei and two cosmonauts touched down in Kazakhstan. The return was highly anticipated, not just because Mr. Vande Hei spent a record-setting 355 days in orbit, but because of the ongoing problems between the U.S. and Russia over Ukraine. The politics down here, however, apparently don't matter up there. The Russian commander of the space station made it clear that among the stars, all nations are one crew, and together represent a symbol of friendship, cooperation, and the future of space. High schoolers with their eyes on MIT better brush up on the SAT and ACT. The Massachusetts Institute of Technology just announced that it is going against the grain and reinstating standardized tests for admission. Many other schools dropped the requirement due to COVID and over concerns that the exams favored students who could afford extra help. But MIT says it's looked at all the data and determined the tests are still the best predictor of whether a student will succeed there. Who won't be sitting for the SAT or ACT? Taylor Swift, soon to be Dr. Swift, thanks to an honorary degree from NYU. Colleges give the recognition to those who've contributed a lot to their professional field but haven't done the formal coursework for a diploma. The singer will accept the honorary doctorate of fine arts for her contributions to the music industry during the class of 2022 commencement ceremony at Yankee Stadium on May 18th. Moments later, she'll take the stage again for a speech to her fellow graduates. According to Billboard, the degree will be Taylor's first. She was already climbing the charts and selling out stadiums while still in high school. It might be time to boost the booster. Hours after the FDA signed off yesterday on a second booster shot for those 50 and up, the CDC did as well. Supporters say it'll help beat back the Omicron subvariant BA2 that's now causing surges in Europe and China. Critics, however, question whether there's enough data to support another shot. Americans old enough to be eligible will be able to get the second booster 4 months after their first. Will he or won't he? That's the big mystery swirling around the Masters. Golfing sleuths are tracking every move of Tiger Woods as the tournament approaches, and there are apparently signs that he might use the major to launch a stunning comeback. It was just a year ago that he was seriously hurt in a California car accident and wasn't sure he'd ever play competitively again. But yesterday he flew into Augusta, Georgia for a practice round, reportedly to see if he's up to it. According to Sports Illustrated, hitting the ball isn't his issue. It's walking the hilly course. Mr. Woods has until next week to decide. In other KidNuz notes this morning, what do 3 number 1 seeds and 1 number 2 seed add up to? What should be a heart-pounding Final Four on the women's side? Late Monday, UConn took down NC State in double overtime to join Louisville, Stanford, and South Carolina on the court in Minneapolis. Tip-off is 7 p.m. Eastern on Friday. The men play Saturday. Jada Pinkett Smith has broken her silence on her husband's infamous Oscar slap. In an Instagram post yesterday, the actress wrote, "This is a season for healing and I'm here for it." The Academy has yet to announce the consequences for Will Smith. Sources say pulling his Oscar is unlikely, but he could get suspended, which means he'd be out of the running for his role in the upcoming movie Emancipation. And Katy Perry got pretty creative following an American Idol wardrobe malfunction. The pop star's red leather pants split down the back, ironically, when she was singing about some jeans. She called out for tape. The crew patched her up with strategically placed bright yellow strips of the gaffer variety, and the show went on. That's it for KidNuz this morning. Now today's KidNuz quiz, generously sponsored by the Shapiro family of South Orange, New Jersey, who'd like to wish Tamar a very happy 11th birthday. Tamar, thanks for being a loyal listener and, a little bird told us, an awesome sister to Verid and Noam. Have a great birthday. Now today's quiz. How many days did astronaut Mark Vande Hei spend in orbit? 355, a new American record. What school is going back to requiring SATs and ACTs? MIT. Name the teams playing in the women's Final Four. South Carolina, Stanford, Louisville, and UConn. Who is getting an honorary degree from NYU? Taylor Swift. In today's Kid News Kicker, knowing more than one language pays off, even for dogs. In addition to speaking fluent Pooch, a 2-year-old lab named Parks understands more than 40 English commands, including those to pull wagons and close drawers. His skills and special service training landed him a job at a children's hospital in Orlando, Florida, where he now offers emotional and physical support for patients. Parks is up for whatever the kids feel like doing, playing ball or cards, going for walks, or just snuggling. He was hired only last month, but staff say he is already making a difference in the hospital. Before we get to our teachers, we want to thank the Shapiro family of South Orange, New Jersey for sponsoring today's quiz and again say happy 11th birthday to their bright, bubbly, fun-loving daughter, Tamar, and a big hello to all her teachers and friends at Golda Ock Academy in West Orange. Now to our other fabulous Kid News teachers and their classrooms, starting with Mrs. Moore at Morrisonville Elementary in Morrisonville, Illinois. Ms. Hurl at Robert J. O'Brien STEM Academy in East Hartford, Connecticut. Mrs. Lasher and her Wildcats at Chrisney Elementary in Chrisney, Indiana. And to California for Ms. Chow at Rice Elementary in Rosemead, and Mrs. Souza at Sinclair Elementary in Ceres. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you back here for more Kid News tomorrow morning.